What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another Words with X, where words is what keeps us moving from day to day. Now, I hate when I start them like this because it seems so routine now, but it is legit true. I know in a lot. If you went back and looked right now, I'm sure a lot of times I start out by saying, I'm going to ask y'all something. I'm going to ask y'all a question. So you can mark my words now. I'm going to try my hardest from this podcast and on out. Me saying that is going to get a lesser thing. It just sounds too cliche, redundant, because, yeah, I just don't like it. But bottom line is, though, I am going to ask y'all a question right now. I know it's horrible to jump it like that, but it is. I am going to ask y'all something. I really want y'all to think about this, okay? When the last time you got angry? Doesn't matter the reason or why you got angry, whatever. I'm just asking, when is the last time? Was it recent? A month ago? Last week? When was the last time? You're thinking about it, ain't you? I'll give you a minute. Alright, now stop. Now let me ask you this. Did being angry help resolve anything and make you feel better? See what I did there? I made you think a little bit. Well, did it? Did it? See, I say all this because anger and getting mad is a funny thing because we think it happens without our control. But the reality is, we choose to be angry. We choose to respond that way to whatever it is that we seem want to respond that way to. Don't believe me? I'll put it like this. I'll use a scenario, okay? A couple's going on a date. You ain't got to know nothing about them, just the average. Joe and Sarah. They're both going on a date. It's Friday night. They want to see this movie. They're both excited to see the movie. So they're going to go, okay? Once they get there, the line for the movie is out the door. I'm talking about all the way back, and they were the last ones in line. So at the end of it all, it seems like by the time they get up there, they may not even see that movie they both want to see. Bam! Right there. Right there. This is when the choice comes into play. And I say that because as it follows with the two, we'll talk about them, but this is when it comes into play that the decision to be mad or not happens. You may not think it, you may not see it because it happens so quickly, the choice we make, but this is when it happens. And I'll say that because here's how the two responded. Joe and Sarah are a couple going on a date, okay? They find out the line is too long. Sarah smiled at the line, seeing it as more of a time to spend with Joe, who she been missing. You know, he been working all week and everything. To her, hey, it was just nice to be out with her boyfriend, husband, whatever. Just nice to be out with a man, okay? And that's why I say it's a choice, because Joe, on the other hand, he was irritated about the line, seeing he really wanted to see the movie, thus letting the line's length make him angry. Not paying attention to the fact that he's with his woman. I'm not even talking about appreciation and stuff. I'm just talking about what's on the surface for this situation. He chose to be angry because he just wanted to see the movie. Same situation for both of them two, but two completely different views on this situation. Thus, further adding justification to my previous statement that anger is a choice. Now, don't get me wrong. I know anger sparks like a wildflower. Like, boom, you mad. I think between firing a gun, that is probably the quickest thing that pops off like that when you get mad. And that fire can just keep burning for hours, days, sometimes even years. And in no sense, shape, form, fashion, or anything, am I saying a person doesn't have a right to be angry at any time if they feel? What I'm saying is anger, like anything else in this life, is a choice. And if a person wants a joyous life, anger can dampen that a lot. Smiling and being angry, 9 out of 10 don't go together. And if they do, then that's some criminal mind, psychopath crap. That's probably the next Netflix Jeffrey Dahmer thing or something. I don't know, but the bottom line is, in most cases, you can't smile. And I mean that joyous, down from the heart, gut, that happy smile, and be angry. They just don't click together too well, you know? It's very, very hard to do that, to be joyous and happy at the same. Like, it's very, very hard to be joyous, that happy, that joyous happy, and be angry at the same time. It's just, it just doesn't work. I've never seen somebody full-blown mad and still happy. And I'm talking about that joyous happy, okay? I've never seen it. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't here to tell you how to handle your anger. There are a lot of open-ended discussions on that out there. And if you want me to list some ways to do so, I will gladly make that another episode of Words with X. Just comment below, name some ways or something like that. But no, what I'm here to do is to open your mind up to the realization that when that spark happens, that anger spark happens, you feel yourself getting angry, like getting ready to choke somebody out, you do have that choice to let it spread like a wildfire, just take over everything, or nip it in the bud. Look at the situation from a non-anger filled eyes, them eyes that be burning all red and whatnot. Look at it from a different view. If anything, look at it from an outside view, from another person altogether, and choose what you want to be after that spark, after that view, after you've looked at it from another person's eyes, however you want to do it. Don't focus on the spark, but look outside the spark, and then choose for yourself. This is when you can be a little selfish if you want, but it really does come in handy and works into play. Trust me, I've learned from experience. I've put this into effect for myself. After you've looked at it from a different view, haven't let that spark of fire happen and make you angry and all that, you can ask yourself, what do you want to be? Angry or happy? Now, I'm not saying you gotta be like, oh, joy is happy. I'm just saying, is it at that moment, do you want your choice to be to spend the next 30 minutes, day, hour, whatever, however long you let it happen, being angry? Or would you rather use that time? And everyone knows, I ain't even got to make a podcast about this, that life is short. We don't have that much time. So would you rather spend that time being angry or being happy? It's your choice. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong answer. There's no such thing as a right or wrong answer. I'm just telling you, when it comes down to the bottom line of it all, what do you want to be? Angry or happy? Think about it. Well, that's another Words with X for today. Hope you got something from it. Hope listening to it didn't make you angry. But again, that's a choice. That is a choice. So remember, again, thanks for watching, or in this case, just listening, because I know this is probably on YouTube and there's not much to watch. But either way, thanks for listening. And remember, words is what keeps us moving.